In this course, we will talk about the new features released in Order Management Release 25A. There are two features that have been added to Order Management in Release 25A. Specify pricing dates on sales orders. Use lots and serials that aren't in sequence for return orders. Thanks for watching. Hello. Today, we will be looking at a new feature in Order Management Release 25A that lets you specify the pricing date on sales orders in order management, which is used by pricing to accurately price the orders. Oracle now provides the pricing date attribute on the order header, allowing users to specify a custom pricing date that Oracle Pricing should use when determining the applicable pricing strategies, price lists, and discount lists that are effective as on the pricing date attribute. This feature enhances fulfillment orchestration to invoice, Oracle Modern Best Practice. Fulfillment orchestration to invoice, Oracle Modern Best Practice, outlines the process that helps enterprises optimize their order fulfillment process. Oracle Cloud Order Management orchestrates the best fulfillment options for sales order demands, including shipment of goods and final invoicing to the customer. Let us get a brief overview of each step. Schedule orders. Determine optimal fulfillment sources automatically using business rules and criteria such as cost, delivery time, and service level agreements, with the ability to split orders if required. Orchestrate fulfillment. Generate warehouse orders for in-house inventory. Reserve the required quantities from in-transit or WIP supply, and establish back-to-back orders. Issue purchase orders to drop shipment providers and organize transportation plans. Monitor performance. Cyclically review the key operation metrics through dashboards and adjust the fulfillment strategies to ensure optimized demand and source performance. Handle exceptions. Access status updates and notifications through a secure, trusted network. Manage and schedule back orders using a dashboard. Receive recommendations for addressing supply disruptions and order changes in line with business rules. Utilize what-if analysis to determine the best course of action. Manage shipments. Acquire necessary import and export documents. Oversee the shipment of goods and update order status. Inform customers about in-transit shipments and share tracking details through a secure and trusted network. Generate invoices. Integrate the order information with receivables for invoicing and settlement with the customers. This feature enhances the process step, schedule orders, as pricing derives the most applicable price as per the pricing date when creating the order. Let's talk about business benefits. The flexibility to define a custom pricing date helps in the business scenarios where the price for an item changes over time, but the original customer commitment needs to be honored. With this feature, now you can price the orders for a future date. Pricing accuracy is improved, as now the system will use the pricing date to determine the price list and discount list to accurately price the order. To navigate to the pricing date attribute, click Additional Order Details on the order header. Enter the pricing date on which you want Oracle Pricing to price this order. Notice the values of start and end dates based on the pricing date. To enable this feature, you have to make implementation changes. Prior to this release, the value of priced as of attribute was mapped date field on the order header. This mapping now needs to be modified to take the value of priced as of attribute from the pricing date attribute instead. In classic UI, the pricing date parameter default. Use Page Composer to display it on the order header. However, it is available by default in Redwood UI under the pricing in additional order details. Notice that the pricing date attribute applies only to sales orders that are priced by pricing through the sales service mapping. For sales orders that are not priced through pricing, the pricing date does not affect the price, even if it is displayed on the order header. Thank you for watching. Hello. Today we will explore a new feature in Order Management Release 25A that addresses the limitation and use of lots and serials that are not in sequence for return orders. Previously, if you had attempted to return an order and the lot or the lot and serial were not in sequence, the system would generate an error. With 25A update, limitation has been resolved. You can now successfully process returns even when the lot or the lot and serial are out of sequence, simplifying the handling of partial sales order returns. Managing returns efficiently is critical to streamlining sales order processes. This update addresses limitations in handling partial returns involving specific lots or serials, which streamlines the return process. Let's walk through a scenario that illustrates the out-of-sequence lot order. Sales order 521287 for items 92888. For the lot numbers range from S125051 to S125055. Now say you need to create a return for this order. The return specifies 2 units for the specific lots ending with 51, and prior to this release, this scenario would have shown an error on the return order, preventing the successful processing of. But now the system is equipped to handle the scenario. Similar is the situation with out-of-sequence lot and serial numbers. 5 units of item AS54888 have been ordered with the sales order number 522126. The lot number is S125050 and the serial numbers range S13438 to PS13442. Next, a return order is created for 2 units, referencing the same lot number S12505. However, the serial numbers in the return are PS13438 and PS13441. The misalignment in serial number again creates an out-of-sequence serial which would have errored out in the past. In the example, in the slide of a REST API, we see that the serial is out of sequence. Since the ordered quantity in lines entity is 2 and the total quantity in lot serials entity is also 2, this payload will process without an error. The same behavior is applicable to a payload from web service. Here is a similar example from the lot serial INT worksheet in source sales order import template used for file-based data imports for sales order. We see that the out-of-sequence serial numbers are turn processing. Now, the system will successfully process this data from the template. Feature, go to Manage Profile Options task in Setup and Maintain. Click Actions, New, and create a new profile option with the detail identified in the screenshot here. To enable the administrator profile, search for the profile created in the last step of Manage Administrator Profile Values task in Setup and Maintenance. Set the values as specified here. Lastly, ensure that a quantity is specified on payloads for referenced or unreferenced returns, as it needs to be sent to Oracle Receiving for each lot or lot and serial number. Note that sum of all quantities specified in the lot serials entity of the payload must equal the value specified in the ordered quantity attribute. In time for some tips and considerations. The feature is only useful if you specify lots or lots and serial numbers on return orders. Hence, if you enable the profile option, The quantity for lots and serials must be specified, even if they are in sequence when you return if included on sales order.